With its old-school design approach, the Frontier attracts a pretty broad range of potential buyers, but most of them are not aware that, besides obvious strengths, there are also 5 reasons not to buy the Nissan Frontier. Number 5. Outdated V6 engine technology. The Frontier is going to impress you initially with its 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6 that produces 310 horsepower. This engine feels smooth during acceleration, but here's where the problems start emerging. While competitors are moving toward advanced turbocharged technology, Nissan is sticking with old-school engineering that's becoming increasingly obsolete. The immediate appeal of this V6 is going to fade quickly when you calculate the real cost of ownership. Picture yourself at the gas station for the 3rd time this week, watching the dollar amount climb higher as you fill up a truck that's returning just 18 miles per gallon in city driving and 24 miles per gallon on highways. Modern turbocharged 4-cylinder engines from Ford and Chevrolet are delivering comparable power figures, but they're doing it with significantly better fuel economy that keeps more money in your pocket. But the efficiency gap is where this engine truly falls behind. The Frontier produces its peak torque higher in the rev range, therefore everyday driving situations like merging onto highways or pulling heavy loads are going to feel less responsive than what turbocharged competitors offer. Compare this to the Ford Ranger's turbocharged 2.3-liter that's achieving better mileage while delivering similar performance, but with the added benefit of modern emissions technology and future-proof engineering. The automotive landscape is shifting rapidly toward electrification and hybrid powertrains, therefore Nissan's commitment to this thirsty V6 is looking increasingly short-sighted. Toyota's new Tacoma hybrid system is producing V8-level torque with significantly better efficiency, but Nissan is offering no hybrid alternative. This outdated approach is going to cost you money at the pump while providing inferior technology compared to forward-thinking competitors. But fuel efficiency problems are just the beginning, because when you actually try to use this truck for adventure, you're going to discover even bigger disappointments. Number 4. Insufficient off-road capability. Nissan is marketing the Pro 4X trim as their premier off-road solution, complete with Bilstein shocks, all-terrain tires, and electronic rear differential locking. For casual weekend adventures, this setup is going to handle basic trails and moderate terrain reasonably well. But when serious off-road capability matters, the Pro 4X is going to disappoint compared to what competitors are offering. The fundamental problem becomes clear when you're out on challenging terrain with other truck owners. While you're carefully picking your way around obstacles, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro owners are confidently charging through with their advanced Fox bypass shocks and specialized suspension geometry. But the gap becomes even more embarrassing when Chevrolet Colorado ZR2s are conquering terrain that would stop your Frontier cold, thanks to their revolutionary Multimatic DSSV dampers and front/rear locking differentials. Ford's Ranger Raptor is taking things to an entirely different level with long travel suspension and reinforced frame components designed for high-speed desert running. The Pro 4X is lacking the advanced suspension technology and extreme duty components that serious off-road enthusiasts are expecting from a premium off-road truck. Therefore, what should be an exhilarating adventure becomes a series of compromises and watching more capable trucks push forward while you're left behind. The approach and departure angles, ground clearance, and wheel travel of the Pro 4X are going to limit your off-road adventures compared to what's possible with more capable alternatives. While the Frontier can handle fire roads and light trails, rock crawling and technical terrain are going to expose its limitations quickly against purpose-built competitors. So the off-road capability is disappointing, but if you think that's bad, wait until you try to fit actual people in the back of this truck. Number 3. Cramped rear passenger space. One of the most persistent issues with the Frontier is going to be the inadequate rear seating, regardless of which cab configuration you're choosing. Even in the crew cab variant that's supposedly designed for family use, adult passengers are going to find themselves uncomfortably squeezed with their knees pressed against the front seat backs during any journey longer than a short trip. This spatial constraint becomes particularly frustrating during family road trips or when carpooling with colleagues. The upright, non-adjustable rear seat backs force an awkward posture that transforms longer drives into a literal pain in the back. But the problems multiply when you need to install child seats, as the process often requires pushing front seats so far forward that the driver's comfort gets compromised too. The high floor and short seat cushions are reducing thigh support, therefore rear passengers are going to feel like they're squatting rather than sitting comfortably. Compare this to the Honda Ridgeline or Jeep Gladiator, and the difference in rear passenger accommodation is going to be immediately obvious. Competitors have prioritized cabin space in their platform engineering, but Nissan's approach is limiting the Frontier's appeal as a family vehicle. If you're frequently transporting adult passengers, this truck is going to disappoint you with its cramped quarters and turn every longer journey into an uncomfortable experience. And speaking of disappointing experiences, the cramped cabin is nothing compared to how this truck feels to actually drive every day. Number 2. Heavy steering and platform-related comfort issues. The Frontier is still relying on old-fashioned hydraulic power steering, while virtually every competitor has moved to sophisticated electric power assistance. This antiquated system is going to make low-speed maneuvering unnecessarily difficult and physically demanding. Parking lots, tight turns, and city driving are going to require significantly more effort from your arms and shoulders. The daily reality of this design choice hits you every time you navigate tight spaces. Few things are more exhausting than wrestling with your truck's steering wheel through a busy parking lot when modern electric systems provide effortless precision. While every competitor offers steering that adjusts effort based on driving conditions, Nissan is forcing you to deal with constant heavy steering regardless of whether you're parking or cruising on the highway. But the steering weight is just one symptom of a larger problem. The Frontier is riding on platform architecture that's showing its age. While purists might appreciate the unfiltered road feedback, the practical reality is going to be driver fatigue during extended driving sessions. This old-school approach is also limiting the integration of advanced driver assistance features that work more smoothly with electric steering racks. The overall comfort implications extend beyond just steering weight. The platform's age is showing in ride quality refinement with more road noise and vibration transmission compared to competitors built on newer architectures. Therefore, every commute becomes a reminder of what you're missing: the smooth, quiet, effortless driving experience that contemporary truck engineering provides. But all of these mechanical issues pale in comparison to what you'll be staring at every single day you own this truck. Number 1. Cheap interior materials and design. The most disappointing aspect of owning a Frontier is going to be living with its budget-oriented interior every single day. While Nissan has made improvements over the previous generation, the cabin is still dominated by hard, cheap-feeling plastics that look and feel low-rent, especially considering that higher trim levels can easily exceed $40,000. The quality gap becomes obvious the moment you start comparing trucks at the dealership. Nothing deflates the excitement of your new truck purchase faster than being surrounded by cheap, hard plastics that remind you of a rental car. The dashboard, door panels, and center console are covered in uninspiring textured plastic that immediately signals cost-cutting to anyone who sits inside. But the problem isn't just material quality. The overall design aesthetic is going to feel dated compared to what competitors are offering. Modern trucks feature large touchscreens, sophisticated ambient lighting, and premium trim materials, but the Frontier is going to make you feel like you're driving technology from a previous generation. Step out of a Frontier and into a Ford Ranger with its vertical touchscreen and contemporary materials, and the difference is going to be shocking. The zero-gravity front seats are comfortable, but this luxury doesn't extend to the overall cabin experience. Modern truck buyers are expecting a more premium environment, but the Frontier is going to disappoint with its utilitarian approach that prioritizes durability over sophistication. While competitors are creating interiors that rival luxury SUVs, Nissan is offering an experience that feels more like a work truck, regardless of how much you're paying for higher trim levels. So there you have it. 5 serious problems that are going to make the Frontier a costly mistake for most buyers. The outdated V6 is going to drain your wallet at every gas station. The weak off-road capability is going to leave you behind on adventures. Cramped rear seats are going to frustrate passengers. Heavy steering is going to tire you out. And cheap interior materials are going to remind you of these compromises every single day. While the Frontier might look like a bargain compared to pressure trucks, these hidden costs and limitations are going to make it anything but a smart purchase. But even with these drawbacks, the Frontier is still a solid choice for all those who want a straightforward pickup. And if you think rivals are flawless, just check out our video about the reasons not to buy the Jeep Gladiator. It may be an excellent off-roader, but this truck lags behind the competition in efficiency, ride quality, and many other ways.